Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Bobcats' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in there. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
The give to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. He's going to pass. He lets one fly deep. And the ball is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Now on 2nd and short. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and he got a fresh set of downs.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
To work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Goes to the option. The pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
Nothing but green ahead. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio 7, Jacksonville State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Right back to the well. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And they swarm him under. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in this position.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's going to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Gonna let it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On the option. He'll toss it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
looking to throw on second down. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll throw on third down. It's complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So David adjusts.
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
With the run on first and goal. And they're barely able to stop the score. They'll mark it at the 1.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal.
Easy. Check.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Trying to get in the end zone again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Pushes for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's looking to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Southern is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 25 over Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
Running toward the tape. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and then
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the field goal unit is on the field. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. After the miss on the 47-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide out in motion. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Runs through the tackle. Open space at the 25. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
The give out of the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Jacksonville State 21, Ohio 14.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They'll give it to him again. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
At the 14-yard line. Brings up second down.
On the ready.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Black 24. Black 24. Let's go.
He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Wilson. Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 32 over Eastern Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick strike complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quickly complete. The offense coughs it up. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hurst. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got it.
Line getting set on second down.
Green 20.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 40, there he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
Oh, man, that's killer, right? You're about to tie the game, big play, just out of bounds. And listen, I still might call a time. View this, did he get a foot down? It's pretty close. It's your decision.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Hurst. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And And they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The end of regulation with the score all time.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Got his man quickly. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. It is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Jacksonville State, 31. Ohio, 28.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion from the offense. Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Is incomplete. It's 2nd down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Using his feet. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They've got a little work in front of them here on 3rd down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Fires toward the end zone. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.